Hello everyone, welcome to STATIC GK quiz number 189. This video is aimed to help you with your central and state government job examinations. I'm Ritrisha from GKToday and I'll be taking you through this. A requirement imposed on banks to have a certain amount of capital in relation to their assets is called capital adequacy ratio. Capital adequacy ratio is also known as capital to risk assets ratio. It is the ratio of a bank's capital to its risks. National regulators track a bank's CAR to ensure that it can absorb a reasonable amount of loss and complies with statutory capital requirements. It is a measure of a bank's capital. Which among the following terms best describe a chit fund? Correct answer is a non-banking financial intermediary. A chit fund is a type of rotating savings and credit association system practiced in India. Chit fund schemes may be organized by financial institutions or informally among friends, relatives, or neighbors. In some variations of chit funds, the savings are for a specific purpose. Which of the following vitamin is required for normal blood circulation? The correct answer is vitamin K. It is a fat-soluble vitamin and is mostly known for its function in blood coagulation. It was discovered in 1939 by Henrik Dam, who named the molecule vitamin K according to the Danish word for blood clotting, which is coagulation spelled with a K. Lac is the scarlet resinous secretion from insects. Lac is a scarlet resinous secretion of a number of species of lac insects, of which the most common is Carya lacca. Cultivation begins when a farmer gets a stick that contains eggs ready to hatch and ties it to the tree to be infested. Among globulin, albumin, glutein and collagen, which protein is abundant in eggs? The correct answer is albumin. Albumins are a family of globular proteins, the most common of which are the serum albumins. All the proteins of the albumin family are water-soluble, moderately soluble in concentrated salt solutions, and experience heat denaturation. Which among the following plays a role in production of alcohol in beer? The correct answer is yeast. Alcohol, that is the metabolic product of yeast in the wine and beer making, is specifically produced by yeast during fermentation. Which of the following panel was established in 1988 by the World Meteorological Organization and the United Nations Environment Programme to evaluate the risk of climate change caused by human activity? The correct answer is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So this was a joint activity by World Meteorological Organization and United Nations Environment Programme, and it was established in 1988. It is a body of United Nations dedicated to providing the world with an objective scientific view of climate change, its natural, political and economic impacts and risks, and possible response options. Which of the following system is maintained by Reserve Bank of India against printing of notes? The correct answer is minimum reserve system. So originally the assets of issue department were to consist of not less than 2/5 of the gold or sterling securities, provided gold was not less than rupees 40 crores in value. So this is the gold reserve that is mentioned. This was called proportional reserve system. The system changed in 1956. Since then, RBI is required to maintain a gold and foreign exchange reserves of rupees 200 crore, of which at least rupees 115 crore should be in gold. This is called the minimum reserve system. This system is still continuing. Many a times we read in the newspapers about the dollar rates of gold and silver expressed as dollar per ounce. Which among the following is a correct expression of international troy ounce in grams? Correct answer is 1 ounce or 1 troy ounce is 31.100 grams. So a regular ounce is 28.35 grams, but troy ounce is 31.10 grams. And there isn't much of an overall difference between the two types of ounces, but when it comes to gold weight, that extra 2 or 3 grams affects the size of the finished product. Many times we read in newspapers about clean development mechanism. Which among the following is not a correct sentence regarding this? So the incorrect statement here is that it is an arrangement under Geneva Protocol. Geneva Protocol is a war protocol. It doesn't have much to do with clean development mechanism. So the first two options are correct. So clean development mechanism is one of the flexible mechanisms defined in the Kyoto Protocol that provides for emissions reductions projects which generate certified emission reduction units which may be traded in emissions trading schemes. That's all for today's quiz. Until the next video, goodbye.